Hi, I'm here with Bob Woollard, who heads up one of the Aspire categories, and I think what's really important to hear is how you fit into this category. Not only that, but how you may reflect upon your own program. So Bob, why don't we talk about the category and also your definition of excellence to encourage more people to apply?
Okay. Well, in terms of the category, social accountability was defined back in the 90s by the World Health Organization as the responsibility, in fact the accountability of a medical school at that time, and there are other health professional schools involved now, to taper and focus their research, educational, and service activities on the needs, the health priorities of their community. And they don't get to set those priorities. The priorities are set with a five-way partnership of, yes, the school, yes, the policymakers, yes, the people who manage the healthcare system, yes, the professions that practice, and finally, but most importantly, the communities themselves. They set the priorities, and social accountability is the fidelity of the schools to meeting them. And so what we look at in terms of excellence, I prefer the definition that says more than doing the ordinary extraordinarily well. So it's that step beyond simply claiming that we mean well and we do what we can within our resources, but to actually get out, make the connections, and gather the evidence. And that's a key piece, is gathering the evidence of the impact, the positive impact that you have on the population you serve. And this year's winner, a wonderful example of that.
And what's really great about that, and the way you sort of frame that, is it's really about contextual. It's how is it in your own program. So it's not how do I compare with other winners from the last 200 years. It's how are we doing as far as the 5 criteria, but also how are we doing as a reflective exercise.
Yes, and you know, that's a very insightful and important comment, because excellence is not, as I say, just doing things really well. It's actually imagining and acting, but also the academic institution's commitment to saying not only do we mean well, but we actually have impact, and we can say our graduates are here where they're needed. Our graduates are doing the things that are needed. Our graduates are engaged not just in the practice of medicine, but in the whole system, as our speaker this morning talked about.
Right, you're preparing people to be effective and important community members.
Citizens.
Great word.
Yeah.
So would you encourage people to reach out to you directly to help and guide and mentor if they think they get it or they need a little help or advice?
Be more than happy to do that. Every medical school, every veterinary school, every dental school means well. But they may not think, well, are we excellent? Let's have a talk. You know, because you know, the criteria are things we can talk about, and then people can decide. There's some really wonderful things out there, really wonderful institutions that are not applying, and I'd love them to talk to me.
Well, I think that's a great closing phrase. Apply. Thanks, Bob.